Welcome to Steeb Streebs. Except it's pre-recorded. I am playing the Zelda64 ROM hack, Dawn and Dusk, and my controller is not fucking reading on Project 64. And now it is. I'm let's playing this game because I don't think anyone else is gonna do it. I don't think anyone else is gonna do this game like the justice it deserves. Vinny played it on Vine Sauce, and he played it basically on the level of a fucking Game Grump, and he might not continue it. So we're gonna fucking... I just beat it. Let's do it again. I know everything there is to know about this game. I don't do that. Welcome to Steeb Streams. We're gonna play a neat video game, and I'm gonna tell you why it's good while I play it, and we're gonna have a good experience. Although I guess I'd like you to play it yourself. Just fucking... So then why am I spoiling it for you? Go play it. See, this is... Okay, now here's what I did with the Vine Sauce thing. I just went to Twitch looking for something, and I saw Vinny was on. And I saw like a Zelda thing. I saw a Zelda thing. And I was like, what the fuck is the Zelda thing? A working Zelda64 ROM hack? You kidding me? Only like one of those exists, and it's kind of bad. So I watched it for like 1 second, and then I'm like, no, I'm doing this myself. And then I stopped watching Vinny because I'm not even a fan of him anyway. And then I went here, and then I played all the way through it, all on my own. And I didn't have any podcasts on, or any albums on. I'm gonna log out of Discord and tell Graham. Alright, that was a fucking... Now I have to make sure Project 64 is still recording correctly. It is. What's this fucking art? This is a fucking working Ocarina of Time ROM hack. This fucking kingdom split into two due to the dispute about the beast. Dusk side is like, dude, check out our beast. Dawn side's like, no, your beast is naughty. And they're like, no, our beast is a god. No, he's good. The Dawn side's like, nope. Dusk side's like, fuck you. And then they went to war. So we're a courageous boy. This is just straight up Ocarina of Time. It just straight up boots you in. Everything to know about it. Oh my god, I missed this on my first time. Proper sword and shield. Differs greatly. Prepare for heat and cold. Bring a handful of potions and elixirs. Okay. I didn't know that was there. So, what I immediately want to fucking bring to point, just the Ocarina of Time engine. The whole get up about Ocarina of Time, the whole get up about it when it came out was 3D. So a lot of puzzles were just about putting you in a 3D space and being expected to see things in that area in the room. So like I was just expected to see that door and go and do it and do that. And you can do that in 2D, but it's a lot less impactful because you just see it as a grid, but there I just went into a fucking room and did that. What I want to bring to light about this ROM hack is that it's very good at not being grid-based. It's very good at creating, like... It is really competent 3D level design. It's really engrossing, the way it's put together. It's put together in such a way that demands you look at it. And because you're looking at it, you're getting more fucking funny, more immersed into the game. I should probably close my window. I'll close my window. Someone's mowing their lawn. Suburban America. What I really like about this is that it uses the engine of Ocarina of Time, which just has like really good basic movement, but it remixes it to separate it from Zelda. This is like not... Like this is a Zelda game mechanically, but story-wise, it's like not Zelda. It's not Link. It's not Ganon. It's not nothing. I have a shield with a sun on it. I'm a different shade of green. Why did I do that? So basically, I'm looking at this and I see this room and you see bomb the wall and it's like, oh, it's a mysterious thing. And in a fucking like Ocarina of Time ROM hack, of which there are so few of those, like I have no idea what this could possibly be. Could this be a spooky fucking ghost at the end of this shit? Could that be like a... Yeah, anyway. I'm in this fucking house and there's nothing taking me out of it. Like the layout of the house demands that I fucking look at it to get a lay for it. Which way is the exit? Because I want to not go to the exit. And then you go into the room and then you see a thing. We'll see later how the game like demands you to... It requires its player to look and pay attention. And is very content to let them flounder about helpless without if they miss something. So look at this fucking play. This is straight up like the Twilight Princess village. Look at that map. It's like it's not grid based. Everything winds back and forth out on each other. Because I beat it before, I know where everything is, so I'm actually going to prepare myself completely such that when I go to Dusk side, I'll just be able to get all the way to the end without coming back. But if you don't watch this playthrough, hopefully you played this yourself before you watched the playthrough, before you're watching the video you're watching right now. Hopefully you played through it and you probably made multiple trips back to Dawn's side. And it was really refreshing to go back to the safe area to figure out what you could do, to figure out what you missed that was right in front of you. So I'm going to immediately do this shit. It took me a while to figure out, just because you have to look. You have to look at the relationship between areas. And now I'm in an area that I'd use my spatial reasoning to figure out how to get to. By the way, you need the strength upgrade. I never figured out how to get to Rooftop Man, actually. So this is an Ocarina of Time ROM hack, and if you've been playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer, you're probably used to a lot of quality of life features. This game does not have that. This game does not have the quality of life features. It's fucking Ocarina of Time vanilla, dude. So this guy's looking for something in the river. This guy's around. I don't know how to get to him. Because there's not a door in the house that leads to him. See, this game, it doesn't fucking, like, pander to you. Like, you know, the modern Zeldas kind of do that. But, like, Breath of the Wild doesn't, so, like, that stopped being a thing. It's just like it's an effective use of the Zelda formula without a lot of the bullshit. So we're in Dawn's side. We got a bottle. That's required. Probably sound like a broken record, but like the point is, like, I found this like really special and unique item that provides a very strong benefit to me. And I found it by using my eyes and by engaging with the game. Whoa, I'm lacking a couple things actually. I don't want to go yet. Man, Steeb Streams is such a good streaming service. They never read the dialogue and retarded, unfunny voices. Just let you read it. Or don't read it at all. Just allows you to be taken into the game. It's so weird when I watch like a Simple Flips highlight video. And Simple Flips like should read the dialogue, but it's like, it's just kind of funny. It's kind of strange how the highlight videos on YouTube are cut such that you only see the important bits. But then it'll be this really long dialogue. which takes up like a third of the video. This portrait pierces your heart and soul. I think Vinny does a good job because he doesn't do horrible voices. He just reads it in his voice when he does. I'm not sure though. But like Game Grump's fucking awful with that. Let's sort. Villager sort. See what this ROM hack could take is some weird quality of life. Oh fuck, that's the wrong button. Some weird quality of life changes that I'm just used to based on randomizer. I'm playing this on a different emulator than I'm used to as well. I'm used to RetroArch Mupen64 where I can hold right trigger and press on my Xbox One controller. And then I can hold right trigger and press X, A, Y, B to do C buttons. I can't do that. Okay. I need to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. Uh-huh. Like that shit. Well, not that shit. It was the slingshot shit mostly. I missed the dude. I'll show you the dude. He's a cool dude. Okay. This is like a really underrated thing in ROM hacks that I want to point out. And it's a really small thing. It's easy to do. It's probably easy to do. It's changing the tint of the main character. Super Mario Star Road changes the tint of Mario to be a little more, it's a little brighter. And this, I'm sure this is a bit of a lighter shade of green for Link's tunic, and the shield makes him feel like a completely different, well, quote unquote, completely different character. It's just you look at it a lot. So you look at the Deku shield, and you're like, but now you're looking at a sun icon. So this guy. This guy's, what's a wimpy kid like you? You don't do my plants any favors. Unlike you, my plants are strong. You probably can't even uproot one of my plants here, loser. Even a weakling like you. I think you'd last a second in there. It's true. I can't lift the plants. I think it's really refreshing to have characters in a game be really abrasive to you, even if like the mechanics aren't being abrasive to you. Because like this is a Zelda game. It's really simple, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty casual. But when the characters kind of talk down to you in that way, it makes you it gives you the illusion that you're not being completely coddled and told a bedtime story. And it also gives you kind of an arc for like a hero's journey kind of deal. Kind of pits you as a bit of an underdog. It's like personality. It's like why people liked Tattle instead of Navi. And like Midna. We like a bit of edge. So this is Dawn Grove. It's a really good level. The sun never sets. Creatures never sleep. Look at that fucking map. Great about this level is that it's interconnected in a 3D space. It really uses the y-axis really effectively. It has a lot of like uneven ground. It has hills like this. Oh my god, I never opened that, didn't I? I never came back when I got the hammer. Look at this fucking house. This isn't a block house. It's a fucking weird house. And then you get in here. And look at this shit. Look at this camera. It's fucking fixed on a one spot. It's like really effective for this area. Buy something, don't buy something. I don't really give a shit. See what I mean? Wait, green potion? I don't have magic. What? Was magic in this game? I didn't get magic on my first playthrough. I don't actually need any of this, but this is the only place to spend money. Oh boy, that's vanilla Ocarina of Time, alright. This game's in 20 frames per second, alright. But who gives a shit? I want to see this game speed run. You explore town, you get money, you find shop, you spend money, and you're a little bit better off than the explorers who either chose not to or weren't observant enough to find it. We don't need bottle for a little while. The ferry could be useful. Could be... I think it'll be fine. Oh! Let me tell you something about this ROM hack that really sets it apart. And I could be wrong about this, but I'm under the impression that the soundtrack for this game is completely original. I think that goes a really long way toward distinguishing the hack and making it feel real nice to be a real nice place to be in. Wait, no, I don't do that yet. A lot of ROM hacks will just use songs in Super Mario RPG and stuff, and that's fine, that's good. And oftentimes there'll be really interesting remixes of old songs. And, you know, it's a very effective solution for the problem of games being really fucking hard and time-consuming to make by, you know, single developers who do it for free. Little indie do-it-yourself guys. Like, yeah, no shit they'd fucking want to use tracks they like from somewhere else. They can, it's easy, and they like that music. Super Mario Star Road does a really good job. And with its song choices. The final boss music is like a song from Kirby's Dream Land 2. And like just in the Super Mario 64 sound font, it sounds really cool and distinct and unique. And there's K's hack, which is Super Mario something or other, where he has like a Meteor Herd level, and it just has the Meteor Herd song, and like that's cool. We like that. But doing it yourself, it really, your effort's not wasted. Your effort is not wasted. Ah, nuts. Look at this. This area is so fucking cool to me. Feels like a little fucking like treehouse playground kind of deal. And it's hard to call it nostalgia when I played it today on September 23rd, 2019. I know, nostalgic for Zelda, Ocarina of Time, sure. Aha. Just wanted to show that. I looked at the grass and then my first thought was, I'm not gonna find this shit. Isn't there a way to cheat it? And then I did. So look at this. This is back at the beginning, up on the bridge shit. I mean, this is some like Tomb Raider shit. This is like, you know, it's not revolutionary, but it's really it's just really competent. It's just like a good idea to have something like this. It's a really good idea to lay out your level that way, to have it loop around on itself. It's got the power bracelet. It's got a sun symbol. Shit like that really distinguishes it because, you know, a lot of games are made from similar elements. This game made from more similar elements than others. But it's changing the iconography. We did it, so there's some stick stuff. Whoa. Oh, and the chest is all the way over there. I know where that is, because I looked. Ocarina of Time's got this fucking like woodsy, like, it's got all these like little lights. These little balls of light floating around. I think that goes a long way toward enhancing what might be a very drably textured area. Although this area is colored better than like Ocarina of Time's shit. Oh god. I thought I was good. I thought I was good at Ocarina of Time. I thought my Deku Baba timing was exceptional, was flawless even. I thought I was invincible. You know, fucking Zelda games start you off with 3 hearts. They start you off with 3 hearts. And it really gives you the illusion that you're weak and fragile. It gives you the impression. But like, and then it puts you through like really simple, easy areas, and then and then once you get stronger, then it starts to get tougher. It starts to introduce stronger enemies. Things get to get bigger and more foreboding. It's kind of start friendly. Although that wasn't applicable toward in Zelda NES or even Link to the Past. Like Link to the Past and Zelda NES. Another bottle! So if you missed the first one, you have another one. You have another opportunity to get it. What the fuck was I saying? Oh my god. I legitimately forgot. 3 hearts. I mean, that's just praise for fucking Shigeru Miyamoto and like the whatever level designer thought it was a good idea to put hearts as your fucking health indicator. It's the right choice. It's just the right choice. Because there's like, I mean, there are numbers involved, but it's purely visual. Shit. I wasn't fast enough. There we go. I spawned a treasure right here. Oh, but what I was saying was this ROM hack doesn't give you that many hearts. And it puts you through some tough shit. So like, the difficulty is correctly conveyed with the fucking balancing. Whatever. So use a shield. I fucking love this. It's not revolutionary, but it's like, whoa. Young Link didn't have an iron shield. He had a fucking Hylian shield that was too big for his back. And here it's like, you get this. And that is the kind of stuff that really distinguishes a ROM hack. Oh god, I fucking took a risk. Risky, 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 risky. Okay. Fucking shield symbols and shit, just like avatars shit. Did I get everything here? I have strength upgrade, metal shield, slingshot sticks, bottles. I'm set. I'm set for life. Oh god. That was the wrong. That button. Alright. See, Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, they separate their kind of their really demanding areas from their overworld areas really strongly. So in Ocarina of Time, players can get really comfy. They can get really comfortable playing like untaxing stretches of time, running through the overworld of Hyrule Field and Termina, and they could take in the adventure. But as a gameplay goon, as a gamer, you might argue that Wind Waker, well, not Wind Waker. You know what? It's really just an Ocarina of Time thing, actually. In Ocarina of Time's case, I would say the area between dungeons is really unstimulating. The lands are extremely bare. They're far apart, which evokes, you know, size and epicness. It evokes that you're traveling a good distance. But in terms of content, it's pretty lacking. However, Majora's Mask, pretty good. It's pretty good at the overworld thing. It's better. It's not best. Wind Waker, it's pretty good at that overworld thing. It's pretty good at telling its story and engaging you using Outset Island as a level. And the pirate ship, shit like that. Twilight Princess, very good overworld, in fact. Skyward Sword, good, but also shit game. But what I like about this ROM hack is that it's demanding of your attention from the start. There's not really a filler period. And even the intro is really important. Kind of told you about the land and the theme. And hey, light and dark, that's an easy theme. That's a simple theme. It's done a lot. It's funny. I feel like I'm trying so hard to talk about the game, I'm not talking about what's right in front of me. Like that entire area that I just went through, I didn't fucking talk about. There we go, that's satisfying. What's cool is that you go from a town, you go through the woods, and the woods aren't bare bones. And then there's like a little bit of a dungeon area that loops back on itself. And it requires spatial awareness to take one thing to the other thing to get to the end. That's prime. That's like what Ocarina of Time like was. That's how Ocarina of Time was designed. At least in its dungeons. This light and dark theme, it's pretty sick. Oh god, that goes really far. Okay. The lack of like dialogue and characters out here. Really just lets you sink in. It lets you just sink in and go on this, you know, appropriately sized adventure. Like, we're not in the fucking woods anymore, but there's still particles. It's like snow. It's very cold. It's a very cold, lifeless place. I passed by an area. I got some blue fire because I had bottles for it. But you can totally just like go here. You could go here and not have the slingshot. You can go here and like you could come here with like nothing but sticks. And then it would be like on you to go back and find sticks. And it's a little scary to let the player like wander around and say, are sticks ahead or are they behind? Or rather, is slingshot ahead or is it behind? Is strength upgrade ahead or is it behind? Well, the character told me that because I explored. But I went behind and I found a whole lot of hidden shit. And that, you know, told me I was on the right path, told me I was doing the right thing. This hidden shit that I missed going up that way. Okay. Alright, I want to do this. Look at this shit. This is an interesting fucking challenge. This is an interesting level visually. This is intimidating. I'm above a fucking chasm. Alright. What's great about this fucking game, I was over there. Yeah, I was over there and I was just passing by when I fucking saw that. And I'm like, my Master Quest senses are tingling. There's a fucking hidden switch here. And I tried to shoot at it from afar, but slingshot doesn't go very far. Oh, there's a little pad here that'll say, hey. So that's shit. You just have to fucking see it. You just have to look at your environment and see it. But the thing is, I'm praising this game for being really hands-off. But there is such a thing as being too hands-off. It's called Rain World. I don't want to fucking talk about Rain World because I didn't like it. Who wants to talk about games they don't like? I got a fucking Dusk side tunic. Talking about different shit. I'm one of the dark boys now. I'm in the dark land. I'm dressed as a dark boy. When you're playing this sets your fucking imagination asunder. It's like, whoa, am I gonna like fool people into thinking I'm one of the dark boys now? The answer is no, but you know what? You thought of it, and that was evocative. And by that I mean I thought of it, because I have a brain. Because I'm giving this ROM hack a lot of credit. I'm giving this ROM hack a lot of credit for having like really natural feeling geography. But when I played this game for the first time, I promise you it took me about 3 trips back to town. About 3 trips back to town to figure it out. And those trips were well worth the trip because every single time I would find new shit. That little treehouse area I was talking about, I didn't find that on my first go, even though that's really silly. Because it was really obvious. This is a fucking... Okay. This is a hang up with Link's Awakening, dude. Link's Awakening 2019 remake on Nintendo Switch. Okay, fucking Hylian Shield. No, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but also it's the biggest deal. Because the shield is fucking on you. It's what you fucking see a lot. And you see it more in the 3D games than in the 2D games. That's true. But you know what? Link's Awakening isn't a fucking Link Zelda Ganon Nature Takes Its Course game. It's not that. Link's Awakening is one of those side things where Link goes on a fucked up quest in a fucked up place, and he's in this weird nightmare realm. This weird, like, where, like, the rules don't always apply. He's in this land of imagination. He's not in Hyrule for Gaylords. He's in a land of imagination. So the shield should be fucking different. Even Majora's Mask had a different enough shield, man. Even Majora's Mask's shield was like, whoa, dude. Dude. Fucking Majora's Mask had the Kokiri sword, looked completely different to this sword, and that did so much for it. Avatar, man. Your Avatar. Why do you think it was like such a good decision to not give Breath of the Wild Link traditional tunic until like late game? Because it fucking distinguished him as a character, and it distinguished the game from its other games. The fucking the regular tunics like don't fit Link well in Breath of the Wild. He's fucking blue shirt man, or like hoodie man, or he's dressed like Nausicaa or whatever. Nausicaa? Is that the one? I don't know. I'm gonna do funny. I missed the funny. I have to try again. Whoa! That was cool. That was not what I wanted to do, in fact. I was trying to side hop to cross a gap. I failed, so I'll do it vanilla. Oh, also, oh, this is a good thing, actually. Well, actually, it's not necessary. But it's, you know, it's like, oh, I can restock on fire, which I won't actually need. I feel like I'm giving you guys a tour of something which already impressed me, so I'm like trying to sell it way too hard to you guys. And I don't even give a fuck, because that's just what appreciation posts are. Wait, what was in that treasure chest that I fucking opened? What was in it? I didn't... What the fuck was it? Oh my god. No, it was a heart piece. Okay. Jesus Christ. I fucking completely tuned it out. I played this with no podcast, alright? And I was aware of my surroundings, and I was looking for shit, and I found shit. And what I found was really important every single time, and every single time it was a surprise what I'd find. Light dark theme, you know, it's done a lot. But you know, I think it sets up really effective meme word pacing. I think it sets up really meme word good pacing. Because you fucking start comfy, and then like it's just a hero's journey. It's just like, hey, starts out easygoing, starts out really pleasant, and like imagine like the Dawn Grove is like, it's dangerous, but it's like really it captures the imagination. I could do a drawing of Dawn Grove. And then it just gets more and more foreboding as you delve into the belly of the beast. And I'm not really a fan of like dark themes just for the sake of like being gloomy, because I'd rather things be upbeat than gloomy. Golly. Ocarina of Time did do shit like this. Didn't do it to that. It didn't iterate on it like that, though. And I think that... It didn't iterate on it like this. I think Wind Waker did something like this. But it's good iteration of the mechanic. Some ROM hacks can feel like, it's time for you to do the thing you did in Mario 64. Exactly the same. And this game has that, but it doesn't have that always. Because like that entire Grove level and the Dark Woods as well. They were fucking different, and they did different shit. And I think what really, and I think the reason, or the method that this game takes in order to accomplish that is that the puzzles are mostly environmental. There are not like that entire Duskwood cavern. It wasn't. There were like one enemy in the entire area, and it was the spiders. And oh well, there was the moblin too. So there were two enemies in that entire area: moblin, spiders. So you weren't just like, I beat up the Dekubaba, and then I beat up the scrub, and then I do that again. It's like a gauntlet of monsters I've all fought before. No, it's like the environment set the tone, and made it feel really imposing. It was a very large feeling area. I'm at fucking Red Ice Cavern. Not Ice Cavern. Red Ice Cavern. Alright, the sign says, silver light shall illuminate the path across the dark abyss. So that's a light and dark theming, dog. But also, I just gotta... There's a rupee up there. I don't want to get hit by this guy. I don't have a lot of hearts. I know when I'm going to stock up on hearts, actually. There'll be a time for it. This music is like nothing I've heard. I'd love a heart. A stick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Okay. I have to exercise patience with these guys. I try to walk straight up to them and not wait, and then I get hit. Look at the textures on these fans. They absolutely retextured the fucking edge of the fan. And it fucking sells it. I want to talk about this dungeon, but I feel like I should wait until the end of it. Lest I kind of spoil it. But like, this really doesn't look like, oh, an Ocarina of Time room with something different added. This looks like I'm in a completely new place. And that's what I can ask for of ROM hacks. Goodbye. I think a lot of people have big nostalgia for 3D Zelda. That's a fact, not really an opinion. But I think this game really uses the engine of it to do something not new. I mean, kind of new. Kind of new. There's some light to illuminate the darkness. Pretty new. It's okay. So this is what I'm thinking. Like, is figuring out how to make an Ocarina of Time ROM hack, would that be easier or harder than developing a small scale 3D adventure game? And I legit have no idea which one would be harder, a ROM hack or a new game. Because they're both like small. Because like making a game is fucking hard. But figuring out how to ROM hack Ocarina of Time is also hard. And I don't know how what ridiculous wizardry. I don't know what ridiculous wizardry it took to even make new areas and allow like put the player in it and shit like that without collision just breaking. Because Mario 64 will have like invisible walls up the ass, and you'll kind of see the strings sometimes, but not always. So we gotta keep. You know what? I'm gonna spoil the dungeon. So there's a key door. I want to use my key on the key door. I want to do that. I want to do it. Oh, another door. So basically, if you've watched all of Mark Brown Game Maker's Toolkit series boss keys, then you've probably thought about Zelda dungeons a lot. You've probably thought about linearity, open-endedness, small key choices. That was a Deku Stick upgrade. Small key choices and shit like that. And basically, Ocarina of Time gave you a bunch of small keys, but basically kind of bottlenecked you such that you'd always have to kind of... There was basically like the open area, and then there's like, you gotta just get a bunch of keys in the open area, and then you can go through the rest of the dungeon. And this kind of takes cues from that, where you've got just a straight line of 2 keys, and then you have to explore, get 2 keys in the area that's allowed to you, and then you have to spend those 2 keys in the exact same spot. So you don't really get key choices, but it does like successfully set up like a goal and expectations. It does demand the player to explore. Then once they do find their keys, they've gone through content. And yeah. I'm talking a lot. I hope I played through this whole thing. You know what? What if I cut this into smaller parts? That'd probably be like really fucking like that would improve the shit. That would make it a lot easier to upload. So I'm actually gonna stop part 1, start part 2.